say no, try your hardest to not say no, because if you do, you must go to sleep. It's gonna be extra difficult. So let's start. Let me take my phone. Question number 1. Have you ever farted in an elevator? Do not lie to me. Okay, I'm gonna use the microphone as my notebook. Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Okay, question number 2. Are you afraid of the dark? Okay, if you're not, you can go to sleep. Do you text while walking? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Have you ever peed in a pool? Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question number 5. Do you hate small talk? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 6. Do you like ketchup? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question number 7. Do you have a pimple? Okay, if you do, you have to stay awake, but if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 8. Have you ever Googled yourself? Okay, if you didn't, you may go to sleep. Are you ticklish? Okay, let me write down. If you aren't, you can go to sleep. Do you like pineapple on pizza? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 11. Do you sleep with a stuffed animal? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 11. Have you ever walked into a glass door? Okay, if you didn't, you're allowed to go to sleep. That was question 12. I'm sorry. Question number 13. 13. What is 13? Okay, 13. Question number 13. Do you sing in the shower? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 14. Do you bite your lips? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 15. Do you crack your neck? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 16. Do you have a pet? Okay, if you do, let me know your pet name, but if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 17. Do you have an iPhone? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question number 18. Do you wear glasses? Okay, if you don't, very well, you can go to sleep. Question number 19. Do you have a gap in your teeth? If you don't, you may go to sleep. Question number 20. Do you have freckles? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 2021. Do you have a birthmark? Sorry for that. If you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 22. Can you roll your tongue? Okay, if you can, you can go to sleep. Question 23. Do you sleep with fan on? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 24. Do you sleep with a nightlight? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 25. Do you drool in your sleep? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question number 26. Do you grind your teeth? Okay, you don't. Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Do you sleepwalk? Question number 27. Do you sleepwalk? Okay, let me try this. Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question number 28. Do you remember your dreams? Okay, if you don't, you're allowed to go to sleep. Like, I also don't remember I would love to remember my dreams. I would love to know the meaning of my dreams. Like, I would love to dream some interesting things. I heard some people say like they can dream like they can fly or like something very interesting. I don't know why it never happened to me. Like, most of the time my dreams are like, I don't know, it's weird. It's nothing interesting. Like, it's stupid. I'm like, why am I dreaming about this? Okay, this was off topic, or was it? Okay, we continue. Question 29. Do you have recurring nightmares? Okay, if you don't, good for you. You can go to sleep because no one wanna have nightmares. Question 30. Do you talk in your sleep? Okay, if you don't, that's good. You can go to sleep. Question 31. Do you snore? Oh, okay. If you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 32. Do you like the smell of gasoline? If you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 33. Do you like the smell of new books? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 34. Do you like roller coasters? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 35. Do you like horror movies? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Oh, I love horror movies. It's amazing. But I watch sometimes with people like horror movies, and they don't want to be scared. Like, if you don't want to be scared, then why you watch horror movie, or like they close their eyes, like especially when you have these special scenes that you could be scared, they don't watch it. Like, what? Oh, it doesn't make sense to watch horror movie. For me, I don't understand. Okay, we continue. Question 36. Do you like waking up early? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. By the way, right now it is 4:29 a.m. I wanted to record this video at night, but at night I was so tired. Like my eyes were literally like it was hard to keep them open. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record it early. Okay. Question 37. Do you like cold weather? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. By the way, I used to not like cold weather, but this year the weather was, it was so warm, like between 30 to 40 degrees. And it was the weather, humidity. Now I'm like, okay, I'm not so excited after now. If the summer will be like this, I will not be excited for the summer. I would prefer cold, because at cold you can wear stuff, like you can do something against it. But with warm, like, come on, like it's harder to find solution. Like when it's cold you can wear a lot of clothes. When it's warm, what you do, you don't wear clothes. They don't have fan everywhere, they don't have an air conditioner, so it's hard to find solution. This weather this year, this summer, it changed my opinion a bit. I don't know. Now I'm in the middle. Question 38. Do you like being alone? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 39. Do you like karaoke? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 40. Do you dip fries in a milkshake? If you don't, you can go to sleep. I never did this. Question 41. Do you put ketchup on eggs? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 42. Do you eat the pizza crust first? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 43. Do you organize your candy by color? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 44. Do you keep the TV volume on an even number? If you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 44. Do you avoid stepping on cracks? If you don't, you can go to sleep. By the way, I'm mixing up the don't or do. I hope I always say don't, because this video is about if you say no. So forgive my mistake if it happens. Question 46. Do you need the closet door closed to sleep? easy going. You can go to sleep. Question 47. Do you sleep facing the wall? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Let me write this. Question 48. Do you sleep with your head under the covers? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. By the way, I am guilty of this, and my friends like always wondering how I can do that. How can I breathe? But somehow I find it good because I love it. The logic is like I like even temperature like all over my body. I cannot like sleep like this and my head is not covered because here I will have a different temperature, so everything must be covered. I don't know if it makes sense for me. I mean for you, but for me it makes sense. Okay. Question 49. Have you ever laughed with food in your mouth? Okay. If you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question 50. Have you ever sent text to a wrong person? Okay. If you didn't, you may go to sleep. Question 51. Have you ever called a teacher mom? Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question 52. Have you ever walked into a ball? If you didn't, you can go to sleep. I hope I said it right. It's P-O-L-E, ball. Yeah. Question 53. Have you ever tripped up the stairs? Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question 54. Have you ever worn mismatched socks? Okay, if you didn't, you may go to sleep. Oh, another question. Have you ever wore mismatched shoes? If you didn't, you may go to sleep. Socks happened to me. I did it purposely because I didn't have the same socks. But shoes, it didn't happen to me. Okay, question 55. Have you ever had something stuck in your teeth all day? Okay, if it never happened, you can go to sleep. I'm happy it never happened. That would be embarrassing. To me, it happened one time, and while I was recording a video, but it was very, very short, and I saw it, I'm like, oh, come on. It was dates, like some dates. It looked so bad. I'm like, okay. Imagine that happened to me while recording the whole ASMR video. Oh, that would be so bad because I had to re-record. I'm happy it never happened to me while recording a longer video. Okay. Question 56. Have you ever picked your nose? Okay. If you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question 57. Have you ever eaten a bug by accident? Okay. If you didn't, you can go to sleep. Oh, it was an accident. Oh. Okay, Okay, that was not a good joke. Okay, we continue. Question 58. Have you ever fallen asleep in a class? Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Oh, very good student. Question 59. Have you ever been caught staring at someone? Okay, if you didn't, you may go to sleep. Question 60. Have you ever laughed at your own joke? Okay, if you didn't, you may go to sleep. Question 61. Have you ever practiced a signature for fun? Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question 62. By the way, if you're wondering like why am I using the microphone as my notebook? Because I don't have a printer, so I print the questions and then I can use a notebook, and at the same time I can write something. That's why like I'm using phone and the phone doesn't make the sound of notebook. You know what I mean? That's why I'm using the microphone as my notebook. And when you write on notebook, it has this satisfying sound, but the phone it doesn't have. So that's the reason. I hope the microphone is as good as notebook. I mean, as satisfying as notebook. Okay. Question 62. Do you get motion sickness? Okay. If you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 63. Do you blush easily? Oh. Okay. You can, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 64. Are you afraid of heights? If you aren't, you can go to sleep. Question 65. Are you afraid of needles? Okay, if you aren't, you may go to sleep. Question 66. Do you enjoy public speaking? Oh, you don't? Okay. You can go to sleep. Question 67. Do you like being the center of attention? Oh, okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 68. Do you avoid eyes contact? Okay, if you don't, very confident, you can go to sleep. Question 69. Do you use emojis in every message? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 17. Do you have over 1,000 photos in your phone? No. Okay. If you don't, you can go to sleep. Have a good night. Question 71. Do you delete old messages? if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 72. Do you charge your phone overnight? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 73. Do you use dark mode? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 74. Do you have YouTube Shorts account? Or like, do you use YouTube Shorts? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Why like so many people hate YouTube Shorts? Me personally, I don't watch YouTube Shorts. I don't know, like they hate YouTube Shorts more than other platforms that they have also these kind of shorts videos. I don't know why they hate specifically YouTube Shorts. That's also interesting. Okay, we continue. Question 75. Do you have a private account? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 76. Have you ever looked up an ex online? Okay. If you didn't, I believe you. You can go to sleep. Question 77. Have you ever tried to unlock someone else's phone? Okay, if you didn't, very innocent. You can go to sleep. Have a good night. Question 78. Do you daydream often? If you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 79. Do you have an inner monologue? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 80. Do you think in pictures? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 81. Do you shower at night? Okay, if you don't, you can go to sleep. Question 82. Do you floss every day? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep, but I recommend you to stop. No. I mean, I recommend you to start doing it because it's very good for your teeth. And if you want to keep your teeth, you have to do it. That's very recommended. Question 83. Do you bite your pencil? Do you bite your pencils? Oh, you don't? Okay. You may go to sleep. I used to do it at school when I was bored, but it's not good. I don't know why, but it's not good at all. Question 84. Do you chew gum every day? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. By the way, you guys, the light is changing because it's getting brighter outside. The hour, the clock is right now, it's 4:50 a.m. So it's changing. So don't be surprised. Question 85. Do you pace while on the phone? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 86. Do you count stairs as you walk? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 87. Do you hum to yourself? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 88. Do you sleep with a pet? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Do we have people here that they sleep with their dogs or cats? Are you a cat person or a dog person? I am a cat person. Cats are very clean, but dogs are more affectionate. Cats are too. I think dogs are more active. I said nay. Okay. In our language we say nay. Okay. Question 89. Do you have a nickname only your family uses? Okay, if you don't, you may go to sleep. Question 90. Do you look more like your mom or like your dad? Oh, if you don't look like them, you might go to sleep. No, nothing. I wanted to joke, but I don't. That won't be a nice joke. Dark humor, I think. Question 91. Do you have dimples? Okay, if you don't, you're allowed to go to sleep. Question 92. Can you raise one eyebrow? Okay, if you can, you may go to sleep. Good night. Question 93. Can you whistle? If you can, you may go to sleep. Question 94. Can you snap your fingers? Okay, if you can't, you're allowed to go to sleep. Question 95. Can you wiggle your ears? Okay, if you can't, you can go to sleep. Question 96. Have you ever shaved your head? Okay, if you didn't, you can go to sleep. Question 97. Have you ever dyed your hair a very crazy color? Okay, if you didn't, you may go to sleep. Question 98. Have you ever fallen out of bed? Okay. If you haven't, you can go to sleep. Question 99. Have you ever laughed so hard you cried? Oh, you haven't? Okay. You may go to sleep. And question 100. If you made it this far, you're about to lose and sleep. Do you stick one foot out of the cover? Again, do you step one foot out of the covers? If you do, you can go to sleep. Have a good night. And that was our last question. Thank you so much for watching this video. Why did I do like this? I'm happy. Thank you that you watched this video, and tell me what should I do for the next video. Like, should I do like a ASMR tapping, or like a ASMR no talking, or should I continue like with these questions? And you can also tell me some fun ideas. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, bye bye.